the ceremonial welcome of the President of France, President Emmanuel Macron, who will be welcomed here at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Remember, he's on a 4-day visit to India, and yesterday, breaking protocol, Prime Minister Narendra Modi actually went to the airport to welcome, to receive him at the airport. He's accompanied by his wife, and it is going to be a very, very significant bilateral between Prime Minister Modi and President Macron, the first visit by President Macron to India after he took over as the President of France. And these are the live visuals we're getting you from the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Here, a ceremonial welcome of the President of France is going to happen. This is the welcome that India gives to all the foreign dignitaries, all the heads of state who visit the country. We are going through to the live visuals we are getting from Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Just to say that I'm very happy and very proud to be here in your country after the invitation made by Prime Minister Modi in June when he visited me in Paris, and I want to thank both the President and the Prime Minister for this welcome. I think we have a very long-term history, and in June in Paris your Prime Minister delivered a very strong message to this Arc de Triomphe in France in order to pay a tribute to your soldiers who went to France to save our freedom 1 century ago. And that's for me the best evidence of the fact that our two countries, first of all, are two great democracies with long-term history and long-term relationship with their freedom and this freedom of sovereignty. And for me, I have three purposes in this trip. The first one is to open a new era for this partnership and open for the coming decade a very strategic partnership in terms of defense and security, especially in the overall region, in terms of economy, research and science, and in terms of exchange between our youth, higher education and so on. It's absolutely critical because our two democracies have common challenges regarding terrorism, a lot of common risks, a lot of threats, but we have to protect this history and this taste for freedom. The second purpose of this trip is in order to organize this International Solar Alliance, and I think your Prime Minister will host a dinner this evening and tomorrow the conference, and this is a very important event, and I want really to thank your President and your Prime Minister for this leadership, and France will co-design this conference, and that's the best way for both of us to deliver concrete commitments following Paris Agreement and our common decisions to be totally committed against climate change and all the consequences. We will clarify financing, we will engage a lot of countries in this common battle, And I think that's a critical battle, not just in the region, but in Africa as well, and in a lot of our countries. The third objective of this visit is obviously to go see young people, have direct discussion, and deliver a very strong message, which is to say France should be the best partner of India, and especially in Europe, the entry point for Europe. And I dream to have more and more Indian students coming to France, studying, becoming entrepreneurs, creating startups, and I want my country to be the best partner in Europe and this entry point, and that's a very strong message to me. So we will have a bilateral discussion, we will have this international conference, we will go with my wife to the Taj Mahal tomorrow, and together with the Prime Minister in Benares in 2 days, in order to launch the greatest solar plant in Uttar Pradesh. Involving especially French entrepreneurs and companies with Indian entrepreneurs and companies. And that's for me the best evidence. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.